Hello, my name is Fatima Zahid and I'm in 8th grade and I go to Al-Huda Islamic School. The title of my project is The Science of Studying with AI. Today, AI and ChatGPT have taken over many different aspects of the world. Many students and teachers are now using these tools for studying and teaching. This made me curious about the benefits and the drawbacks of using AI in my daily life. In education, AI brings personalization, efficiency, accessibility, and scalability, but it also lacks originality, emotional intelligence, and social skills. In traditional learning, it develops teamwork, empathy, and critical communication through direct communication. It is structured and teacher led, which brings mentorship and personal connection. However, it struggles with individual pacing and can be less efficient. My question was, will students perform better on a science test studying the traditional way of using a study guide or using ChatGPT to help them study? My independent variable was the method of studying, which was AI or the traditional way. My dependent variable was the student scores, and my control variable was the material or the lesson, the test, the location, and the time. After researching, I hypothesized that if I test two groups of students using the AI method to study and the old way of studying using a study guide, then the group of students that use AI will get better and higher grades than the other group of students using a study guide to retain information. So in order to conduct this experiment, I needed 20 subjects between the ages of 13 and 14, 10 for the AI group and 10 for the study guide group. I also needed to prepare a lesson to explain to the students before they study, which was a respiratory system. I also needed laptops, study guides with the answer sheet, and a test sheet that has appropriate questions for the material presented, and my logbook to record observations. Hmm, so to conduct the actual experiment, I first gathered all my subjects. Then I had all of them in one class, and I gave a science lesson, which was the respiratory system. After I explained the lesson, I divided them into two groups, which was the experimental group and the control group. The control group was a group that was using the study guide with the answer sheet, and the experimental group was the one that received laptops to use ChatGPT to help them study about the topic. I gave both groups half an hour to study, and then I gave them the paper test to study. After collecting all the test sheets, I calculated the results and and measured the difference between the averages between both groups. This is the first table. This is showing the scores, which was out of 16. This is the AI group, and this is the study guide group. This table is the measure of central tendency. The average for the AI group was 11.2 points out of 16. For the study guide group, it was 10.1 out of 16. For the AI group, the median was 11.5 out of 16, and for the study guide group, it was 10 out of 16. For the mode, it was 11 and 12 for the AI group, and for the study guide group, it was 7, 10, and 15. The range for the AI group was 6, and the range for the study guide group was 12. This graph is showing the differences between the mean and the median. The mean of, as you can see, the mean over here and the median of the AI group was slightly higher than the study guide group. Uh, uh, so after the experiment was concluded, I observed that the highest and lowest scores were in the study guide group, which was at 15 and 3. And the scores of the AI group were close to the mean with a range of 6 points. In conclusion, my experiment supported my hypothesis, but my results were not very conclusive since the difference between the means was only 1.1 points. If I ever follow up with my project, I would like to increase the sample size so I could get more conclusive results. And I would also like to see if the person's gender would affect the scores of the students. I would also like to use different types of AI and not just ChatGPT. My project applies to the real world because students in schools today turn to AI to help them with schoolwork and decrease their workload instead of using a study guide or their notes from class. Comparing AI and study guides help determine which method is better and more effective. The results would help schools and teachers optimize AI as a learning tool. I would like to thank so many people that have helped me with this project. First and foremost would be my sister, who was actually the one who helped me pick out this idea for the science fair and answered my questions and helped me every single time I needed it. I would also like to thank my science teacher, Ms. Rilla El Chenable, who also helped me tremendously through the experiment and more. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends and family for pushing me to keep going and giving me motivation to work on this project. Thank you.